All right, guys, we're at the University of Washington right now. The sign says that nobody should be killed for their opinions. Charlie Kirk was killed a day and a half ago. I'm here for a very important reason, and that reason is to show the left that we're not going to back down, we're not going to hide, we're not going to cower, we're not going to run. We're going to be right here, standing stronger than we ever have. That's exactly what they want, is for us to run away and hide. We can't do it. Don't clear your schedules. Don't cancel your events. If you're going to clear your schedule, clear it to come out. It is more important than ever. Charlie Kirk was a symbol. He represents you. When they pointed that gun at Charlie, it wasn't just pointed at Charlie. It was pointed at all of you, every conservative. The people who celebrate his death would celebrate your death. Many of us would not be where we are. We wouldn't be who we are today without Charlie Kirk. We wouldn't have the values that we have today. We wouldn't hold the beliefs we have today. Charlie Kirk was an almost perfect representation of America, the values America stands for, the American dream, and the foundation that America was built upon. The idea that people should be allowed to have political disagreements, and that they should not only be allowed to have those disagreements, but they should talk about those disagreements. He sat on a college campus every day, intentionally seeking out people who did not agree with him, so he could learn from them, so he could teach them, so he could share with them, and they could share with him. My goal here is to make sure that that mission, that work, that goal, that objective that Charlie worked his entire adult life for doesn't die at his murder, that dream stays alive, that others see that political discourse can still happen in this country even when there's discord. May a million more Charlie Kirks be born out of his death. This one's for you.
Sorry?
Say the privileged white guys.
We're under attack.
How do you feel about Charlie Kirk, sir?
I'm sorry, what was the point of that comment? What was the...
Because you guys are white guys.
What
right?
about it? So what?
You don't face the same kind of opposition that we do.
So you think that means people should be killed for their opinions?
I mean, I think that administration has no problem killing people like us.
Do you think that Charlie Kirk should have been killed?
I'm not sad that Charlie was killed. How about that?
Are you a professor here?
What's that?
Are you a professor here? Do you
Nope.
work here?
I have no affiliation with UW.
Okay.
Expand on our conversation.
Yeah, I'd love you to.
So, is that what you think Charlie Kirk was? Is just the sum of opinions? A man with
I
opinions?
think he was killed while he was on a college campus at a table like this, espousing his opinions, and he was killed for it.
But see, he's not just a guy that just has opinions. He's a guy that influenced people to put a pedophile, a rapist, a man that sexually assaults women, a racist man, a bigotous man.
Yeah, he influenced people with his opinions. I
Yeah.
would disagree with you on all of those things, but
Well,
it doesn't
that's
matter.
fine. You can disagree.
Yeah,
all you
so
want.
Charlie Kirk influenced people with his opinions.
You know, and that helped put that man in office.
And so do you think Charlie should have been killed?
It's not about nobody should be killed. I'm not sad that he was killed at all.
Okay, that's fine.
You know, but I think that your question is misleading because he's not. The sum of Charlie Kirk is not just some guy with opinions.
He is some guy with opinions.
He's some guy with opinions that use those opinions.
They're popular opinions.
To get
They're
an
popular
evil man
opinions.
who is dismantling our Constitution,
That's
who is
fine.
removing people's rights.
I fundamentally
who is
disagree.
Kidnapping people.
Name me one right that he's removed.
The one right?
Yes.
One right that Donald Trump has removed.
Well, let's talk about civil liberties and the fact that they're kidnapping people off the street.
One right that Trump has removed. Every president has deported people. That's not a right. You don't have a right to come to this country illegally. Name one right. You made the claim. You made the claim that Trump has removed people's rights. Now substantiate the claim.
Kidnapping is a violation.
It's not kidnapping. It's an arrest. It's an arrest. You don't have a right to come to this country illegally.
They're too chicken shit to take their masks off. They have no badges. They will not.
They do have badges.
Guy. And if I run into an ICE guy on the
They're
fucking
agents
street
of the federal government.
kidnapping people, unless he shows me a badge, a name, and a face to match it, he's just another guy on the street kidnapping somebody.
Okay.
Hey, I just want to say thank you for what you're doing.
Yeah.
I've been in the military for 10 years, so these views are my own, but I haven't served this country and put my body on the line so that we can shoot each other
Yeah.
over opinions.
100%.
It's very much so that we can continue to have our own opinions. And so I just want to say thank you for stepping up and doing what you're doing.
Thank you for your service.
Appreciate it.
Cam Higby, nice to meet you. How's it going,
Hello.
man? Hi, nice to meet you. What's your name? Or,
Ray.
You don't say. Cam, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So do you have an opinion?
Yes, I have a lot of opinions. The most fundamental one, of course, is that nobody should be killed because of what they believe. However, not everyone believes that. So this really quickly becomes a conversation about what do you do when people are saying that people should be killed over their opinions when that is not correct.
I think that I think the only way to combat that bad speech, so I would say that that's bad speech. I think that if you see bad speech, and if you even think that Charlie Kirk had bad speech, if you think that he had bad opinions, the best way to meet that and to rise up against that is with better opinions and better speech, not by hurting those people. I think that Charlie should have been met with better opinions and better speech, and he invited that rather than violence. And I think that people who believe in violence against people like Charlie should be met where they are with words and opinions and arguments against what they're saying, unless they participate in the violence. If they participate in the violence, they're no longer stating an opinion, and they need to be dealt with.
So the people that are, let's say, the types of people and groups of people are often calling for violence against opinions that they disagree with. They're not usually isolated. They kind of end up in their own little echo chambers a lot of the time, their own little subcultures and subcommunities. Mm-hmm. Sometimes these are bigger communities than could be classified as just a subculture.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you can say that, but I don't think that's changing their opinion because they have not. These are rarely going to listen to your line of thinking because they've decided that's not how they want to proceed.
I think it's not about changing those people's opinions. I agree with you. I think maybe with time those people would change their opinions, but I think it's not about changing those people's opinions. I think that it's making sure that they're not able to infect other people with their beliefs. So if they believe violence should be done against people for their opinions, I think that you need to meet those people with better arguments and essentially embarrass them in the arena of public thought, not so that they change their mind, but so that the people listening to them change their mind, and so that their beliefs become more isolated because they become almost laughable.
At the end of the day, I want to change people's mind, and I think that people's minds can be changed.
Yeah.
But I think that the force for good that changes the most minds is actually Jesus, in my opinion. Well, it's not just in my opinion; it's in my experience as well. But because you can ask someone to do good things, but we kind of don't want to as just humans. We kind of rebel against having to do good like that. Yeah. But with Jesus, he can change your heart so that you will actually want to do good. To actually take a joy in it and do it out of a selfless desire rather than simply out of obligation, which is really the best way to have people actually behaving.
Yeah, totally.
Because then it's not performative.
Yeah.
It's actually coming from the heart.
Yeah, 100%, man.
So I think Christ is really the only way to fix this.
Totally.
In my opinion.
I think people are going to love that, man. Those are great words.
Yeah.
100%. I appreciate you stopping by, man.
Talking with you.
Yeah, you too. I'll be here again. Did you just move in for a fall session?
Yeah, I'm a graduate student. I just came from Georgia.
You'll probably see me again. If you're going to spend any time here, you'll see me. I'm usually over by the cherry blossoms, but today there's more people over here. So.
Well, I'm architecture, so I'm going to be sticking over.
Oh, no. I
will never. I don't think I get to walk through this point very much during the year.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get into it, it's gonna happen.
I appreciate you stopping by, man. It was a good chat, and I think that your words are very meaningful and important. I think they'll have an impact on people. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're out here.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you stopped. Have a good one, man. Be safe.
Celebrating this guy.
Am I celebrating Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
I think he should be celebrated, but it's not.
Should be celebrated.
Yeah, it's not so much to celebrate him. Just say that people shouldn't be killed for their opinions. Do you disagree?
I don't disagree with that, but that's not what he represents. Opinions.
Charlie was killed talking about his opinions.
He lied.
What was he lying about?
Oh, he told lots of.
Do you think people should be killed just for lying? Have you ever told a lie in your life?
Yeah, sure.
And should you have been killed for that lie?
He should not be killed for lying.
Okay.
But whether he should be killed is not the question. Nobody should be murdered.
That's not what some people think.
Period.
That's who I'm out here to talk to.
Nobody should be murdered. But that's not what you're doing. You're being disingenuous here, just the same way that he was disingenuous.
I'm not being disingenuous. I'm saying nobody should be killed for their opinions.
But you're saying Charlie Kirk was killed for having opinions.
He was killed spreading his opinions. Why was he killed then? Why was he killed?
Why was he killed? I don't know, because I don't know.
You just said it wasn't. You just said it wasn't for having opinions. Then how do you know it wasn't for having opinions? Why was he killed?
I know that he was killed by somebody who didn't like him.
What, because of his opinions?
There were lots of reasons not to like him.
Because of his opinions.
Because he's a liar, because he's disingenuous, and because he subverted truth in order to float.
They didn't like the information that he was spreading. He had opinions that were unpopular, and people killed him because of his opinions.
That's not what I said, and that's not what...
You said he wasn't killed for having opinions.
I don't know why he was killed.
He was killed for his opinions. It's obvious. He was killed while he was spreading them.
That's obvious to you, huh?
It's very obvious. He was sitting at a table just like this one, and he was shot in the neck and killed in front of his family.
Well, okay, so was Kennedy killed for his opinions?
Likely, or things he was going to do as president because he has executive authority. You know who didn't have executive authority? Charlie Kirk. He was killed for his opinions.
So you're talking over people just like Kirk did. So you're kind of like a little acolyte.
You tried to cut me off. You asked me a question, I answered.
So you're an acolyte of Kirk. And you're doing the same thing.
I'm not an acolyte of anybody.
You're sitting on a college campus trying to
talk to people.
Trying to get into people's brains with bullshit.
I'd like to talk to people. Yeah.
I think it's horrendous.
Think it's horrendous?
Yeah, totally.
Tell me about it.
This is a free country, and it's our rights. Yeah.
Do you guys watch Charlie Kirk? Or?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm studying political science here, and I like watching people debate. You know, like, and it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Especially happening on a campus. I think is what's the scariest part. A college campus, like college campuses, should be a safe space for debate and intellectual diversity, and the fact that like people are like killing people, like it's just on the university is like crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like it's how do you go to university and like you can't be safe to debate, you know, or have different opinions? Like it's just it's wild, and it's like it's scary, especially like I don't know.
What I would say is the University of Washington is a very liberal campus, as I'm sure all of you know. I come here a lot and I table. I'm only here today because Charlie died.
Yeah.
I was planning on coming back on the 22nd when class was actually in session, so I'd actually get people to talk to you and I could sit over by the cherry blossoms. But I think right now it is pivotal and very important for people with conservative views to stand stronger than they ever have and express their opinions and be fierce and fearless. Because we can't let, if they want us to run away and they want us to hide and they want us to cower, but if we show them that killing people doesn't work, maybe they'll stop doing it. But if we hide, they'll keep doing it.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's totally about the gun laws in general. Like I feel like people are focusing on the irony of the whole thing when, like, you know, even if we ban guns and like keep restricting gun laws, like that's not going to stop the horrible people from getting it, you know.
Well, they think
over 400 million guns in the United States at this point. If we just stopped selling guns, ammo, anything right now, is it going to go away?
But what you say is interesting because they think it's ironic that Charlie Kirk, the guy who advocated for gun rights, was killed while he was talking about gun rights. And they say that if Charlie just would have wanted gun control, maybe he'd be alive. But what's actually ironic is that Charlie Kirk was murdered in a gun-free zone. College campus. It's a gun-free zone. He was killed in a gun-free zone where it was already gun control.
It's so sad.
And it didn't stop anybody from bringing a gun to that campus, sitting on a roof and murdering him.
Campuses should be a hub for knowledge and a hub for opinions, and you know, no matter which way you go,
100%.
It's sad that it's like, you know, that it's not anymore, and it like scares me. And I mean, I'm from Arizona, so it's definitely a more right-leaning state, and that's his wife went to my school.
Really?
Yeah, so my high school, and they posted it, and it's just like, I don't understand how, no matter what side of the spectrum you're on, how you just like, you can't find empathy for it. Like, it's tragic no matter what side you're on, and like.
Have you ever been to America Fest?
No, I haven't.
You should go. It's in Arizona. It's right in Phoenix.
Oh, is it?
At the convention center every year,
I don't know.
It's just in December.
What does that entail?
It's just a conference. So you show up, and every other year Charlie speaks. Obviously, he won't speak this year. This year, I'm sure they'll still have it. I hope. But Trump usually speaks. Charlie usually speaks. Scott Pressler, Brandon Tatum, sometimes Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, people like that. They come and they speak. Politicians, leading voices, people like that. It's Turning Point, what Charlie set up was really for students. And so students get priority when they come to when they come to AmFest. There's a an exhibit hall where there's lots of people set up selling things and just representing what they believe in, and you can learn about some stuff. And then there's the main hall where people speak and stuff like that. But it's great. And there's also a Turning Point chapter at UW.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's all women this year, I hear.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I came here definitely for like the diversity, because then I feel like, especially if like whether you live in a more Republican state or liberal state, like information tends to get fed only like through one side. And so I was really excited to come here from a more right-leaning state, because I was like, wait, this is a whole new perspective that I haven't been able to be immersed in as much, like talking with different people. It's just gonna open my eyes in certain ways, and it's just like.
What has your experience with that been?
Oh, I mean, I haven't really started school yet.
You just got here yet?
Yeah, but that's why I'm a little.
How long have you been here?
Sunday. No, wait.
I mean, we were here for recruitment, so about a week.
Yeah, nice.
How do you like the prices up here so far?
How do I what?
How do you like the prices up here so far?
It's expensive, but I can't say it's quite cheap where I'm from either.
Yeah, it's bad.
Wait, so is that mic, like, is it real or?
Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it has.
It was nice talking to you guys. This is cool. I like
It's I do YouTube.
Okay.
Follow him on Twitter @Cam Higby.
He runs my Twitter.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love this. I love filming the whole getting people engaged and.
Yeah.
And I think like right now it's really important for
We
like
should be united.
everyone. Like I feel like this is bigger than like gun control and bigger than like which party you're on. And like I think this is like a good example of why we need to start building more like coalitions, because we're so divided right now as a democracy. And like this, I think if we were more like together and more of a community, like this kind of stuff wouldn't be happening.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's what Charlie was all about. He wanted to build coalitions, and I mean, I stand. I don't think communists should be killed either. I don't think Nazis should be killed. I don't think anybody should be killed just for their opinions. Now, if you think that Nazis or you think you're a Nazi and you think that Jews are like vile, disgusting creatures, and you want to kill them, and you act on it, then somebody should defend that person and take that person out. But just having the opinion shouldn't be enough to get you killed. You have to actually act in a way that harms another person first. And I don't think that words harm people. Yeah. Sticks and stones. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I hold the same for communists.
Yeah, I think it's cool that you guys are doing this, especially since Washington's a more liberal state.
Debated a lot, like on
Yeah,
this
do you
campus?
guys?
Yeah. I usually sit over by the cherry blossoms.
Yeah.
I when class is in session, I usually try to come at least once a week if I'm not busy.
Around here?
Yeah, I live in Seattle. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And so, but obviously it's still technically like summer session, so there's not a lot of people here.
Yeah, so
but,
you've been getting debated like recently?
I just had a professor come up and talk to me, but like he always comes up. But yeah, no, during session I get quite a few people.
Thank you guys. Thank you for your support.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Sad day for America.
Sad day.
Thanks, guys, man. I'm with you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Charlie is man. His like I said, his voice is even bigger now
Yeah.
than ever before.
It's like an artist.
Yeah, but
People pay closer attention.
I just pray that God will raise up more Charlie Kirks in His world.
Sure, he will.
Stand up. Our voice cannot be silenced. You know.
Now's the worst time to do it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they want, is just to run and hide and cower in our houses. That's why I'm here today. I wasn't going to come. I come here a lot, but I wasn't going to come here until the 22nd when school's in session. I came here today because Charlie's dead, and because you need to show like a show of strength.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, of
Appreciate
course.
it. Means
Thanks
a
so
lot.
much.
Means a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Means
Thank
a
you.
lot. Take care.
I assume this is about Charlie.
This is about Charlie, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what's on your mind?
Well, obviously, nobody should be killed over their opinion, so I completely agree with that. Do you think somebody would disagree with that?
Yeah, I've actually had people walk by me and shout, being a bigot is an opinion. He deserved it already when I was setting up this table. So, all over the place, people are celebrating his death.
I don't think it's celebration. I did actually kind of saw notes where people are reflecting on his comments, and if his comments is towards someone else, if it's coming to him, then that's obviously not okay.
Yeah, I've seen that, and I don't. If you don't mourn Charlie, I can't demand that people mourn Charlie's death. However, I've seen a lot of people posting on their Instagram stories, for example, saying things like, "I'm feeling down today. Can somebody send me that video of Charlie getting killed to make me feel better?" I've seen people posting confetti. I've seen people saying he deserved it. That's another thing, not necessarily a celebration, but to say that he deserved it, I think, is an insane reflection of where our country's at.
Yeah, we're in a difficult time in politics. We have somebody in office that is, kind of taking one side, and the country is not two parties. The country is one people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that happens every time somebody's in office. Like Barack Obama, for example. I mean, it's a two-party system. So like every politician, regardless of which side they're on a side. Our Congress is divided down the middle through the aisle. Each side is on one side, virtually, and they almost always vote with their party. And the president will almost always sign bills from his party. So it's always going to be that the president or the Congress will reflect largely one side of the political aisle unless you have a totally divided Congress.
That's a well said. What I hope, and people elect the representative, and the majority 50+1 would elect that one person.
But what I'll tell you is I don't think Democrats are the problem. I don't think this was done by a Democrat. I think this was done by a leftist, somebody who is hoping for a revolution, and I think those people are the problem. And I think that they're a growing minority within the United States, people who believe that radical violence against people like Charlie is necessary to institute their form of government that they desire, socialism, right? And so I think that's the biggest problem. Lots of people I've seen saying, why are you guys talking to liberals, why are you guys condemning what happened to Charlie and saying we shouldn't do political violence? Did you think the revolution was going to be bloodless? And that's what they think is happening, is it's a revolution for them. And I think they're the problem. I don't think it's, me and I don't know who's a Democrat in office right now. I can't even think of one. It's not me and Schumer. It's me and somebody much further to the left of Schumer. Now, do I have issues with Schumer? Absolutely. But he's not killing people in broad daylight because he doesn't agree with them.
So just as a concept, how do we? Because you mentioned a group of people, and I worry that if we kind of do that, then we're defining the energy, because this is a lot of potent emotions.
Yeah,
goes towards certain group.
Well, I wouldn't say the group is just look at anybody with blue hair or something. I would say the group is just simply defined right now. My issue is the group of people is simply defined as anybody who thinks that Charlie's death was good. Those people are a problem. They need to be made lepers and cast out of society. We have a huge problem here in Seattle. People in Black Bloc that go out to different events and they attack people. I've been attacked repeatedly. I was at a vigil. Time has been frozen for me since Charlie died, so I don't even know when it was. A day ago, right? I was at a candlelit vigil at night, the night Charlie died. And there were people there who were shouting, Charlie deserved it, I would have killed him myself. And then somebody was chanting that Charlie deserved it, and I filmed her, and then they attacked me and beat the crap out of me. Punched me in the face repeatedly. You can see I have the cuts here. They smashed my glasses, stole my phone. And those people need to be arrested and kept in jail, because we have a problem here in Seattle where when somebody does something like that, they're arrested and they're just let go. And that can't stand, because, I mean, the glasses that were broken off of me, just if not for anything else, were $400. How am I going to recoup that cost? Just because somebody wanted to participate in senseless violence at a vigil for a dead man the day he was killed. And I think those people are the problem.
Yeah. So how do we go from here? Obviously there are issues that Charlie was describing. And I think, how do we... it's maybe hard for you to do it because, this is just... I don't even expect you to have a rational, This is very hard.
Yeah.
And I'm not from Charlie's camp, but I'm from a human side that somebody was just talking their mind.
And I appreciate you coming over and talking, knowing that we disagree. Like, this is not the problem, like I said. It's it's a whole different beast. And honestly, I wish you and I were the ones with the problem again. I wish it was people like you who have, I'm guessing, a moderate liberal stance. I wish we were arguing with each other again, but unfortunately, I don't even have the time to argue with lukewarm Democrats anymore. It's a whole nother issue.
It's becoming, every camp is demonized to a point that the conversation is becoming, less relevant.
Yeah.
But it should, what is politics for? It's about solving problems. And what are the problems? I think the statement of the problems, and then what are the solutions?
100%.
And what are the numbers? Let's say immigrants, is it open border, not open border? What does it mean? Are we talking about numbers then? It's not about then, I think that the polarization makes the conversations kind of...
It's become horrible. When Nixon and JFK debated for the first time, they both opened up by saying, we agree with each other on the issues, we both agree with each other on what the problems are, we just disagree on how to solve them. Mm-hmm. And they had a civil debate. That hardly happens anymore. That's what I come here pretty often, and I try to bring that back.
Student?
I'm not a student, no, I'm just a local, member of the public. But I try to bring that back, and I've been doing it for a long time, and then I just watch somebody who does the same thing to a much larger scale, be murdered in broad daylight in front of his wife and children. And my family worries about what I do, but I'm not going to stop it. I think it's important that we keep going. And I think the way to get back to me and you having disagreements is the people that believe in this stuff need to be just leprosized from society. And there is a concerted effort to, and I'm sure you've heard of, Trump's a Nazi. Anybody who follows him a Nazi. They're a fascist. These words mean things. Yeah. They used to mean things, right? Yeah. Fascist comes from the Nazis. Yeah. It's basically just another word for the Nazis, except it more broadly describes people like Mussolini, etc., right? If you were in 1930s or 40s Germany, and you saw a member of the Waffen SS right there being beat down, and you are who you are, you have the relevance in your mind that you have today, and you saw him being beat down and close to death, would you stop it? I probably wouldn't, because that person's a Nazi and they're responsible for death. That's what there's a concerted effort to put that label on us and make people like me, conservatives, viewed as Nazis, so that when we are harmed, people don't care and they turn the other cheek, which is, I think, happening. It's a minority still, but I think it's a very loud minority of people that view that way.
I wanted to respond, but I don't think I should also listen.
Yeah, no, go ahead and respond. It's totally,
No, I think it's appropriate to say kind of what you hear, because I assume we're kind of on two different sides of issues. So therefore, what you see is as important as what I observe.
But I think what's very important about this conversation is we might be on different sides of the aisle, but we're on the same side of this issue, which I think is very important, because I'd been talking for months before this about how the country would respond if there was like another 9/11. Because what happened after 9/11 was the entire country came together and picked ourselves up. But I've been worrying a lot lately that if there was another 9/11, there would be a huge minority of the country that would justify it, and then that justification would grow and people wouldn't come together like they did after 9/11. Not that I want another 9/11 to happen, but I just think if it were to happen, how would the country respond? And I feared that it wouldn't be like 2001. However, Charlie dying, I think, has brought a lot of people together, and I just wish that Charlie Kirk didn't have to die for that to happen.
There's been a couple people who've come by in like masks and sunglasses.
How's it going, Cam?
How's it going, man?
Getting a lot of big talks. Doing real
I am.
well.
Yeah.
Making a lot of friends out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mostly support.
What? It's really funny that you would be the one out here saying nobody should be killed over opinions, because you're the misinformation. You're the misinformation motherfucker. Of course you're pissed Charlie Kirk's dead, because he paid your fucking paycheck. You're such a fucking loser. You're a loser. You put trans people in this community at risk. You exploit this community, and then you have the gall to come here and do this fucking game. You make me sick, dog. You are the reason I had to go out and patrol these fucking streets because a trans person was fucking hurt, and it was 3 days after your little misinformation game when the Christian nationalists came here.
I've never hurt anybody.
Disgusting. Yeah, you have no idea. Of course you don't. You know,
I've never hurt anybody.
Oh, I know. Your words never hurt anybody. Words have never hurt anybody. Ain't that right, Cam?
That's right.
You make me fucking sick. Why don't you go back to fucking New York?
Why are you
dog?
shaking?
Because I want to fucking hit you, but I don't.
Are you gonna hit me?
No, I'm not, because you're a little coward, and you use the fucking cops to do all of your little fucking dirty work. You are a pathetic little fucking, yeah, make sure you pick up, this guy's connected to Fox News, so everyone understands.
I'm not connected to Fox News. I've been on Fox News.
He's a propagandist for Fox News. He was paid for by Charlie Kirk. He was an employee contract with TPUSA. He told me this. He told me this in a DM. This guy is an extreme. Get my face. This guy right now, he's out here.
You're acting deranged.
He's just posting all their information on the internet. This kid's actually super fucking dangerous. He is a very dangerous kid, and it makes me very sad that he is in this community, that he is a part of this beautiful school.
You're behaving deranged.
Yeah, of course. Of course I'm behaving deranged. Because this guy right here, oh, words don't hurt anybody. This guy's out here.
Do you think that Charlie Kirk should have been killed?
I don't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk, and I don't give a fuck about you, dog.
Do you think he should have been killed?
I don't give a fuck about you, and I don't give a fuck about Charlie. Fuck you.
Do you think it was justified?
I think you should fuck off. I think you should go back to New York or go back to LA, do whatever the fuck you want. Make sure you at me. At Squid Tips at YouTube. Don't be a fucking pussy this time, dog. Fucking post it, loser. Post it.
Do you think I have a right to be in this community?
You have a right to do whatever you want. You know, you are protected by the police, and you are protected by a system that lets you generate misinformation for money, and then you get to just get to sit here and you get to act all smug about it. It's fucking hilarious. Don't worry, I'm making a huge video about you, dog. You're gonna make sure everyone sees it because I want all your fucking audience to come to my YouTube channel. I cannot fucking wait to show them the shit you've been up to. Are you his friend?
What's your name, bro?
Are you his friend? I'm creating a document on everybody like Cam Higby who's been in our... What's that?
I'm just standing here enjoying the weather.
What's your name? Oh, he's concerned. So this guy's concerned about his name getting documented. You don't want to be associated with Cam Higby?
I don't mind staying here.
How much do you know about this guy?
How much do you know about this guy?
I know a lot about this guy, but I know a lot more about you. Oh, is that your dog? I do like your dog. I will say I like your dog. I don't have any problems with your dog. How do you feel today, Cam? You seem like you're on a fucking tear because you are totally crashing out on fucking Twitter. I've been watching you on Twitter crashing out, just doxing everybody, trying to get big documents lists, trying to scare everybody and intimidate people with your fucking game.
I don't think that people who celebrate the death of a man who was assassinated on the day he was killed should be allowed to work in healthcare. I don't think they should be treating people's wounds. I don't think they should be teaching children, nor do I think that they should be in maternity wards.
Go ahead.
I don't think that they should be teaching on college campuses either. I think that people who celebrate the death of a man who was assassinated shouldn't have jobs.
What about the people who celebrate the death of Palestinian children?
Who's doing that?
Oh, this guy right here. Don't worry.
I'm not celebrating the deaths of Palestinian children.
What do you think about people who do propaganda that get people hurt and killed, Cam? Do you think those people should be allowed to do that?
Opinions don't get people killed. Sticks and stones, my friend.
Sticks and stones. You're not even fucking religious. Why are you pulling out of...
That sliver of land was here in the U.S. We'd have cleared it out, and it'd be goddamn level.
And what? What'd you say?
I said, if it was here in the U.S., we had that piece of land that had the problem, it'd be cleared out and it'd be made level. We'd drive our tanks right through it.
Why don't you want to talk to that guy? You seem to be interested in what you're saying.
Way more interested in you, dog.
I'm not interested in you.
You guys don't know who this propagandist is?
Are you the... Hi.
Hey, am I the guy that everybody in the community likes because he does good shit for the community? Am I that guy?
Oh
Hey,
my God.
what do you know about me?
You're like a really popular bike guy.
Yeah, I am cool with gay people. Isn't that pretty awesome?
Yes.
What do you think about people like Cam Higby that do trans misinformation?
They're not very cool.
Do you think they should be allowed to do that just as long as many people get killed and hurt?
I don't think that political violence is good for America, but I do think that the people inciting political violence in this country are the people who pardon thousands of
terrorists at the Capitol building. Yeah. Hey, what do you think about January 6th?
Yeah, I think everybody who participated in the violence should have served their time in jail.
What do you think about Trump just pardoning everybody?
What do you think about Portland? What do you think about Seattle? What do you think about the other day?
I'm asking the fucking questions.
I already told you what I think.
I'm asking the fucking questions, Cam.
I already told you what I think.
Fuck you.
I already told you what I think.
You just want to let? Oh yeah, it's you let the criminals out when they're part of January 6th. Y'all, hey, I'm Steven now, so say hi to my fucking community. What's your name?
I'm Cam Higby.
And what's your at? Make sure people.
Why are you shaking? CAMHIGBY. Cam Higby.
Good. So this is Cam Higby. He's at dipshit on Twitter.com. He's the one out there doing misinformation. So this guy's been in my community doing misinformation.
This guy was telling me he wanted to collab with me 2 days ago, by the way.
This guy's doing months of misinformation in my fucking community. So this guy is paid. He actually, I am shaking. I'm so angry and pissed off at you. I hate you so much. I don't get this opportunity.
Do you hate me enough to hurt me?
Oh, you're such a fucking joke, dude. You are such a Hey, actually, how about this, Cam? Do you know what mutual combat is?
Yeah, and I'm not participating in it with you.
You're not gonna, so I'm just gonna educate people. So mutual combat is a law where two people can decide, they can agree, they can say, hey, we would like to resolve our differences via some sort of just physical, fair conflict, right? You just, hey, we're just gonna go at each other, right, for a little bit, work it out. It's one of those things that I actually really like this law, because people like Cam Higby will just sit here and do this information, and they will just keep doing it forever until somebody stops them, because we've constructed an environment, we've constructed a society where people can do misinformation. They can make an entire career out of it, and it doesn't matter how much that misinformation gets other people hurt and killed. It doesn't matter if it's just
opinions don't get people killed.
Yeah, you can have the wrong fucking opinion, dog.
Opinions don't get people killed.
This is it.
Why don't you show the sign? He's crashing out like this because I have a sign that says nobody should be killed with their opinion.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I tripped.
Touch my stuff.
I tripped. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna mace me?
Yeah.
Please
Back
mace
the fuck
me.
off.
Please
Back
mace
the
me.
fuck off.
Hey, Cam Higby's got to mace me.
Don't touch my shit. Back the fuck off,
Sorry, I
Alex.
tripped. I fucking tripped. Oh my god.
You didn't trip. You grabbed it.
How's it going, Professor? How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Do you want to talk? I'm good.
I'm all right.
What do you think about the recent events?
I don't like to see anyone killed.
Yeah, same.
But I am kind of. I mean, people get killed a lot of times in this country, and
sure.
I kind of find all the outpouring for someone who I really had almost no idea existed. I mean, I knew he existed.
Yeah, but I think
only tangentially existed, and it's totally different scale, a couple orders of magnitude more than what happened when the legislators got shot or when the kids. I mean, there've been like 2 school shootings this week.
Yeah, I agree.
Why are we valorizing a guy who I think was pretty vile in a lot of ways? And
I don't think Charlie was vile, but I think the reason that there's an outpouring of support for Charlie is because what he was doing and what he was killed in the process of doing is really a representation of America. He was sitting on a college campus behind a table just like this one, and he was espousing his opinions. You don't have to agree with those opinions, and you also don't have to agree with the information he uses to back those opinions up. But the fact is he was sitting on a college campus talking about his ideas, which is what America's all about, and I think that's why there's an outpouring of support for Charlie. From people right and left. Not just from people like me who flew out twice a year to listen to him speak. I think it's, like you said, from everybody.
Yeah, I fundamentally disagree with you.
Why do you think it is?
I've read, I think are kind of vile. And
like, what did he say that was vile? And being vile doesn't mean you should be killed.
No.
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely not. Nobody. A lot of people think my opinions are vile. I don't want anyone to shoot me.
100%.
I don't know what your opinions are.
You probably think they're vile.
But when you say things like, when I get on a plane and I see a black pilot and I just hope he's qualified to fly a plane.
Where did Charlie say that?
I mean, you can look it up. I probably don't have the word. I'm sure I don't have the words exactly right, but yes, he did say that. That's basically saying that every black person is strongly implying that every black person is incompetent and only got their job because of some program, and there's zero evidence to say that black pilots are causing the death of a lot of people. I think that's a pretty violent.
I understand.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what I think. So I understand why you would think that based on those words. If he said them, I don't know if he did. I'm going to look it up and I'm going to fact check in the video, and we'll see if he actually said it. If he did, to your credit, he said it. But I don't know if he did or not. So we'll look it up. But what I would say about that is it's not him saying that all black pilots are unqualified because they're black. It seems as though there is distrust created by a system that intentionally hires people for inalienable characteristics over merit. And that's undeniable. United, Delta, Southwest, they all have DEI programs that intentionally hire people based on certain characteristics over merit. Now, it doesn't mean those people aren't qualified, but it doesn't mean that they're oftentimes less qualified. I'm sure there are lots of...
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
Do you understand how people might feel that way when it's not because he's black? Again, like before affirmative action or absent DEI programs, that thought would never cross your mind, but and it's not because they're black. It seems as though it's not against them, it's against the people who hired them and why they hired them. Because all of these airlines have DEI programs that do this.
I just fundamentally do not believe
That's fine.
that.
You don't have to agree.
I think that's a pretty vile opinion. I think that is an opinion.
Well, think about if you're a black pilot, you're probably thinking the same thing. I know lots of women, because women are also major beneficiaries of DEI and affirmative action, who have literal imposter syndrome because they don't feel like they belong in the place that they are because they were hired with their characteristic over their merit, and so they feel like they don't belong. It's not just the people around who that person's job affects. It's also the person in that job in the first place. The program shouldn't exist.
That quote, given that there is...
Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it, and I read it.
Can you show me?
Sure.
And what's it from? Snopes. Real Charlie Kirk. Can you scroll down to the actual thing? It's a fact check.
Well,
it's a fact check on the Snopes is a fact checking website. Can you scroll down to what it actually said? Okay, correct attribution. If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Yeah, I totally understand why he would say that, given the DEI programs that intentionally hire characteristics over merit.
Yeah, right on.
Thank you.
And also, the people in Minnesota were killed too.
Yeah.
Just the same thing.
Yeah.
And we got to make sure everybody sees both, not just
100%.
one. I didn't agree with him, but I respected him.
Yeah.
He talked.
100%. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Exactly, open debates on.
Yeah, and that's what we need. We need discussion. So I appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah.
But remember, the other side is.
Yeah.
I don't worry about the left wing too much.
Does Turning Point or does your family manage all that shit? Or are you just a kid that's never...
Thank you.
Keep faith.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Stay strong.
Thank you.
Be brave.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's more important than ever.
If you got a chance, please do the education stuff to the young kids.
I will.
It's our future.
That's why I'm here.
Never give up.
I won't. Thank you so much.
Never.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Have a
much
good
for
one.
your
Be
support.
safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk more to the young generation.
I will. That's why I'm here.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. It's crazy.
It will require a lot of work, but there will be a lot more Charlie Kirks, man.
I just want to thank you guys for carrying the mantle here.
Of course. Thank you
don't
so
want,
much.
Don't want his life and stuff to be lost to this. It's so important that we have dialogue.
It's
so
most important right now.
Whether we agree or not, man.
100%.
Stick with it.
Thank you so much.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, have a good one. Be safe. Punches.
You're a piece of shit, but that's not Antifa.
You think it's
individuals that you have individually done just very shitty things.
You think it's okay to attack me?
I think you deserve it. Would I attack you? I mean, I'm not doing it right now. I've asked to do mutual combat. I would do it in a legal context.
Do you think that Charlie deserved it?
I think that we should do like what Logan Paul did, right? Because I think streamers boxing.
Do you think that Charlie deserved it?
That's the new thing. I think that's what brings the good views and the good content. So I think that you and me.
Did Charlie Kirk deserve to get killed?
In the same area.
Did Charlie Kirk deserve to get killed?
We should set up. You think we should set up like a boxing thing? Like you think that's okay, right? Like we'll give him gear, we'll get in pads, right? That'd be okay, right?
Do you think that Charlie Kirk deserved it?
That'd be fun, right? Like you would want to see him. You'd want to see how it went, right? You'd want to see. I'm old. Cam's 25. Are you 26 yet, Cam?
25.
He's 25 still. So I'm an old man. So like he's got youth on me. I look. He looks like he works out. I definitely don't anymore. It's been years since I've worked out, but you know, there's a war on testosterone, as Cam says, and this is the peak male body, I think, right here. Would you call yourself the peak male body?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. Well, I would call you the peak male body. I think that makes you feel uncomfortable a little bit. I used to have body issues too, Cam. See, I like to be really, really honest about things. I like to be just super clear and upfront, and that's why I was super, super nice to you when we were having DMs. Why I really came at you in a way to try to understand and listen to you. And I just really didn't expect you to keep doing shit that was just like very dishonest. I didn't expect you to keep doing things that were specifically going to harm people in my community. But you chose not to stop. You just chose not to stop no matter what you were doing.
Me saying that people shouldn't be killed for their opinions does not harm people in your community.
Yeah, that's all you do. You popped into existence at this fucking stand with one fucking dishonest question. And then
it's not a question, it's a prompt.
And that's it. That's all he did. He just popped into existence right here. And then, don't go look at his Twitter. Don't see what he's doing on Twitter. That might change your opinion on what people should just be allowed to do and say everywhere. I mean, that'd be weird. Did you know that Hitler rose to power, like, legally, right? Like, he didn't take it by force, right? Before he started killing people. He rose to power legally.
Yeah, I'm not killing anybody.
But he doesn't care.
With this whole topic, if people were hiring white people because of their characteristics over their merit, I would say the same thing if I saw a white pilot.
You don't think in this country we're hiring lots of people based on things you're just totally naive.
We are, but over the past 4 years.
I do not think that in this country we're hiring lots of people.
No, we are absolutely. The workforce is still majority white, but that's because we're a majority white country. But what I would say is that there is absolutely a concerted effort to hire people based on their inalienable characteristics, like being a woman, being black, being Hispanic, being Asian, etc., because they want a diverse workforce.
Do you feel afraid if there's a black pilot?
I don't particularly feel afraid, but I do totally understand why Charlie would say, I wonder if the person's qualified, because I'm not, like, Charlie's not saying I think black pilots are innately unqualified. He's saying that I know the people who hired these people prioritized one thing over another, and that was characteristic over qualification. And that's a fact. It's undeniable.
Why is it a fact? Why is it an undeniable?
Because all of those organizations have DEI programs. Go to the United website, go to the Southwest website, go to the Delta website. They all have DEI programs that intentionally hire people based on inalienable. Sure.
The evidence.
They all intentionally have DEI programs because they want a diverse workforce. United Airlines was engaged in diversity, equity, and inclusion DEI initiatives, including a goal to have 50% of new recruits be women or people of color. Do you think that 50% of all the applicants were women or people of color? No. The majority were probably white men, but they intentionally didn't hire white men because they want a diverse workforce.
Trying to get your applicant pool is different. Is a very
intentionally hiring people of color is not how you increase your applicant pool of being people of color. Hold up. Just let me finish. How you increase your applicant pool of people of color is you go out to conferences and you canvass to students. You don't just say, all right, well, we're going to hire 50% women and people of color, and we're not going to we're just going to do that in the hiring process. That's a hiring process, not the canvassing process. That's not how, SWE is an example of something like the engineering.
What he said did not in any way say they were hiring women or black people.
United Airlines was engaged in diversity, equity, inclusion, DEI initiatives with the goal of having 50% of new pilot recruits be women or people of color. That is an intentional goal in their hiring practice to hire people based on characteristic over qualification.
No.
And that's just one airline.
Let me speak. Don't interrupt me. That is not what it said. It said the goal was to get this.
Would you like to read it again? Would you like to read it?
You interrupt me constantly. Let me speak. I do not want you to read this again.
You read
I'm going
it.
to give you back your phone.
Okay, you read it. I trust you. Just read it.
But what it said was that was the goal. It did not say whether they were achieving that goal by doing a recruiting program, or they were achieving that goal by hiring people whose qualifications, who they thought their qualifications were less. It just does not say that.
It's stated as a hiring goal.
Yes. Does that say that they wanted to achieve that hiring goal by recruiting, or does it say they wanted to achieve that hiring goal by hiring?
How do you achieve a hiring goal? By hiring people of a certain what you're looking for.
First, you recruit people, and then you hire people.
Right. Well, you have to recruit them, and then you hire them. But if you're intentionally looking at people based on their inalienable characteristics and not their qualifications, that's a problem. And that's how you hire people of a certain. If you're looking to hire women and people of color,
you can recruit people.
But that's not how it works. Like if you're trying to hire pilots, you don't just come out and say, "Hi, would you like to be a pilot?" That's not how you recruit people to be a pilot. You look at people who have gone to flight school, people who have have passed their certifications and qualifications to be a commercial pilot, and then you hire them from a pool of existing candidates. Right, and when you're looking at that pool of existing candidates, clearly, based on a 50% women and people of color hiring goal, they are looking at people based on how they look and not how qualified they are.
No,
100%.
That's just not true.
I fundamentally disagree with you.
So there's something that neither you nor I have been involved in the hiring of people. There are two ways that this could happen.
I hired this guy right here. This is literally one of my employees. I shit you not.
I didn't say you've never hired anybody, but you've never hired a pilot. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I've never hired a pilot.
Yes or no?
I've never hired a pilot.
Have you ever been in any discussion when they're hiring pilots?
No.
Do you know whether they tried to recruit Air Force members, who were black and women to achieve this goal?
Wait, being in the Air Force doesn't make you more qualified. It could, but there's also other people in the Air Force. The majority of the Air Force is again going to be white. So like if you're still intentionally looking at people based on their characteristics and how they look and not their qualifications, it's a problem. Like it's a problem to its core, no matter what. And by the way, all of these airlines admit that they were doing this. This isn't like a hidden conspiracy theory. They all admit that they were doing this. DEI programs at Meta, they admit they were doing this. They admit that the previous administration was pushing them to do this and to censor information. All of these organizations a lot of them have gotten rid of their DEI programs now. It's a violation of the Civil Rights Act to hire people based on their characteristics and what they look like and not their qualifications. Earlier you told me that I deserve to be attacked every time I leave my house, so.
I asked him if he wanted, do you know what mutual combat is?
I'm not interested in fighting you, dude. I've told you 100 times.
Combat does not work
I'm not
in Washington State unless you get a Seattle sworn officer who agrees to go over it.
So you wouldn't do it because it would be a legal thing. You'd be concerned about the legality. I'd be willing to.
I'm not willing to fight you. I don't think violence solves this issue. I'm not interested in fighting you for the last time.
I don't know. I just want to obey the law. That's all I'm trying to do. I try to obey the law.
You're not trying to obey the law. You just ripped my sign off my thing earlier.
If somebody was taking away your medical care, if you needed something to live, if he was out here saying you shouldn't be allowed to have
advocating or taking away.
Nobody says that trans people shouldn't be allowed to get health care. People say that tax dollars
shouldn't pay for it.
Bro, do you not
watch your own fucking channels and shit?
Yeah, tax dollars shouldn't pay for it. Nobody's saying it should be banned. Adults should be allowed to do whatever they want with their bodies.
Adults should be allowed
they should have to pay
whatever
for it.
They qualifier,
yeah.
and you get to
you
make
can
all
do
those
whatever you want with your body.
Someone's an adult.
I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, you can only do it if the parent says so. And
there should at least be
spoken like a guy who's never actually talked to trans
taxpayer
people.
classes, funded classes for anger management. I changed my mind today.
True.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I
agree. I would love for that. I do think that we should do a lot of mental health support. I do
went
think
to
that's
a Buddhist
important.
monastery once, and they teach you something that's in through the nose, out through the mouth.
What's that?
Thank you for your courage.
Thank you.
Because I'm a Christian.
Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. It takes a lot of courage just to stop by and I think
Yeah.
be seen in front of this table. So, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
I'll try.
Have a good one. Be safe.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for being here. Sorry we can't stop.
Thank you. I
Gotta
appreciate
go.
it.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Be safe, guys. How are you guys feeling? What do you think?
About what? About this?
About Charlie? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree. Totally agree.
Okay. Yeah.
And And we also think a problem. So what do you think? Nobody should be killed over opinions, even communists?
No, communists shouldn't be killed for their opinions. Nazis shouldn't be killed for their opinions. Now, when you act on those opinions, if you're a Nazi and you believe that all Jews should be killed because they're Jews and they're disgusting animals, and you do it, then you should be killed. I don't even actually believe in the death penalty, so I don't even know then you should be. If you're caught in the act of doing it, and somebody's able to stop it, and they can deploy lethal force to stop it, then they should. That's what I would say. But I don't think anyone, even no matter how much I disagree with the opinion, you're a communist, you're a Nazi, you shouldn't be killed for just saying something. You have to be doing something.
So you think the real separation standard is what things people have done, but not their opinions or talks?
Yes, I only think that you should be killed if you have unjustly aggressed upon the life of another person. If you are placing another person's life in danger, then I think you can be killed. I don't believe in the death penalty, but I just don't think anybody should be killed for their opinion.